Hello, good evening, everyone.
Good evening, everyone.
So, like today, we are going to talk about what life is better, village life or city life. So, right now, I'm the favor of village life, and
I am
so
in against the village life.
okay, so he's in the favor of city life. So, we are going to like have a debate, and then we are going to discuss. Maybe it would be like a debate, but more and less, it would be like a discussion,
Yeah.
right? But in the name of not Jesus, in the name of debate. All right, so let's go. So,
So,
why do you prefer?
first of all, this is Suraj Kumar. Answer you.
I'm Vaibhav.
So, what do you prefer, village
Well,
life or city life?
okay. So, well, according to me, I think village life is far superior and better than city life because what are we seeing nowadays? Like, let's say this in Delhi, what's happening? Crime rate is humongous, right? And there are so many things like negative things. Whenever we hear about Delhi, so what comes in our mind that it's not a safe city, and you know what humans are tend to be together. But if you are living in a city life or if you are living in a big city, then you don't even know that who's my neighbor. It's a big deal, right? But when you are living in a village, you know everything, like who's that guy, his daughter got married or not, what's going in his house, everything. You feel more connected, and that's what all about being, this is all about being social, right? So now you tell me. So
So I agree with your points, but you only talk on based on the crime rate. But ever you realize that what is the basic need or what is the basic difference between the village as if we compare between the village and the city?
enlighten me.
Enlighten. Okay. So first of all, I will tell you that the main difference between the which differentiate the city
Okay.
with the village, that is the industrialization. Industrialization, medical facilities, and school facilities, education facilities. You can say so that are the major things. These are the essential commodities which can differentiate between the village and the city.
So you're saying you are in the favor of industrialization as well.
Yeah.
So see, again, I don't want to talk about Delhi all the time, but let's just talk about it one more time. So you see, you ever heard about Yamuna, the
Yeah.
river? So what in India we are famous. So like let's say Punjab. Punjab is famous for the five rivers, right? And what we are doing with our rivers? You see in Yamuna, they are dumping all the industrial material over there, and that causes some fog, foam like thing, and it's so harmful. You say there is a Chhat Puja. I was watching TV couple of days back, and I saw that in Chhat Puja they were taking a bath in that water, and they were thinking that it's Yamuna, it's pure, but they don't know that it is highly polluted. And why it's polluted? Because of industrialization. You see, when you go to village, why do people go to Shimla, Manali? Because they are fed up with this city life. They
No,
just
no.
want.
Sorry to interrupt, but they are not fed up. They go there for just having some good time spent with their someone special or with their families.
Okay.
Not for the they are compelled to go there.
But didn't you hear it a lot of times that let's go to Manali because it's cold over there,
Not
and why
cold
it's
over.
getting why it's getting hot in city?
They go there.
No, no, I want you to answer me. Why it's getting hotter and hotter in city as comparing to village? Like,
City that is based on their geographical distribution.
yeah, no, that's not true, sir. So
How?
what happening? Listen, when you live in a congested area, let's say there are 100 or 1,000 people who are living in a congested area, then obviously they have their needs also. They want to buy a car, and that car, the car has an emission also. That pollutes the environment. So like when you are living in a very congested area, because that's what we call living in a city. That we live in a congested area and we get everything, right? But see what happens when you are living in a very congested area, right? Then you have a lot of things that you want to do, right? You want to buy a car, you have your other things too, and that causes heat. Okay, when you're constructing a cement house, that causes heat, and that's what makes it even more hotter, as comparing to their neighboring states or neighboring villages, I would say.
Okay, so before counteract to you, I am giving you a scenario.
Okay.
You are living in a village, so I am giving you a scenario.
Hmm.
So let's take an example like a disease spread in a village.
Okay.
So and you live in a village, and you don't have any access medical facility, you don't have any medical facilities, you don't have any education facilities. So how you will overcome that day,
What kind of
that
disease are we talking about? Like corona?
uh,
Like
no,
corona?
not like the corona. You can say like cholera.
Cholera, okay. So let me just enlighten this gentleman. So you know what? Let's say if whenever something happens, like it's epidemic or pandemic or whatever it always spreads in city first because people live in
It's
a
not
congested
true. It's
city.
not true.
It is true actually because see
You can
in
take
what
you
happened
can
in
take an
Corona,
example of smallpox. You can take an example of the smallpox.
it was you know how smallpox arrived in India.
How?
It got here from some other foreign country and then we got infected by it, right? But imagine if there is no industrialization. Just imagine the scenario. If there is no industrialization, that means that people are not in rush to go to cities. You know, they're happy living in a village. They can do harvest, they can do so many things in village, right? But imagine you have a life, you know, you just live for 60, 70 years.
So can you enlist me the so many things you said that there are the so many things
That we can do in village.
we can do in, so can you enlist me
So
that?
first of all, let me just take you back in time. So back in like 400, 500, 600 years back, people obviously used to live in a very smaller place, you know, and they would know everyone. Like, oh, this is my neighbor. His name is this. His daughter does this. His son does this. So they have this broad knowledge about, you know, and they're more connected. But in city, we are not that connected. Now let me tell you this that village.
Sorry to interrupt you, but have you ever realized that the what was the population on that time?
It
It's
was
too
less.
minor. It's
Yeah,
too so
it was less.
that is why the village peoples
No,
are sufficient.
I'm just giving you a scenario that in previous time it was so easy to live because we had.
Because we have a minor population. That is why it is easy to
But you can't
feed
blame. You can't
everyone.
blame. You can't blame.
I'm not blaming.
Listen to me.
Huh.
You can't blame population. Let's say America. They are just only like 30 crore people lives there. Maybe I'm saying it too far. Maybe 33 crore people. So you know their population is less. Their geographical area is big, right? But still there is industrial. You see New York. We see that it's highly populated now. It's the third, I think, if I'm not wrong, it's third highly populated city. Why is that, sir? Because everybody wants to go to city.
So, for your kind information, I am just telling you that the if you're talking about America or New York, so here only 5 to 7% people just doing the agriculture, and mainly 90 and more than 90% people based on the cities
Yeah.
industrialization. So,
Okay. But
what's
don't
your opinion?
my
Opinion on
my
that?
point is, don't you feel like we are highly influenced by this Western culture? Earlier, what used to happen, we used to rely on harvesting, right? We were Krishi Pradhan Desh, right? But now everybody is running for this industrialization, which I'm totally against. Because you
So
know, it emits.
how you will feed the huge population?
Oh, let me tell you one more thing. Let's talk about this. You know, I was reading this one UN report that suggested that we should stop growing these industries. You know, it was a UN report that says this, and you know they were just encouraging people that they should live in village. Literally, I'm not even joking. You know, there was this girl.
So at last, I am just saying that the village life is more prominent, or I can say that village life is more susceptible, or village life is more susceptible than the village life, city life.
City life. Okay. But according to me, you know, I want to end this. I think it's time to end. So I would say that village life is a life where you can connect with your family more, right? You would feel more human because you know humanism is all about being connected. We are social animals, right? You must have heard about this. So I feel that if you want to be social, if you want to be more connected, if you want to be more human, then you have to live in a village.
You are being emotional.
I'm not being emotional. I'm just being Indian, maybe. I'm just being Indian, I think. And if being Indian is a part of emotion, then yeah,
You
I would be.
differentiate village and city with the help of emotions.
Yeah.
So thanks.
Thank you, guys.
Thank
It
you.
was nice.